You know, I never really know what to do at the start of a Facebook Live because nobody's joined me yet. You know, it takes a few minutes for people to jump on, and I'm always like, So I'm just telling you, that's what this weird, awkward moment is before we just really start coffee chat. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. Okay, welcome to this week's edition of Coffee Chat with me. I'm Catherine Oster. Hello. How are you? I'm so excited to have you joining me live. Robert, good morning. And to those of you watching this in the future that are not live, hello. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Annalise. I'm so grateful you guys are here. So, and Loretta, yes, hello again. So, I just titled this coffee chat, WTF. First of all, I didn't really know what to call it. Those were the words that popped into my head. What I'm going to chat with you guys about today is presence again. Being present. So I am a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness, and Access Consciousness is this whole body of work. Good morning, Jackie. That really invites you to be consciously creating your life. So you are no longer at the effect of things around you, but you are actually affecting things around you, whether that's people, events, etc. It basically puts you in the driver's seat of your life and really invites you to acknowledge and step into being the creator of your life. Anyway, and there's access bars and foundation, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, it also really is about being present in your life. Being present. What the fuck is presence? Well, I used to think that if you were present, like you were here, that you were present. And present was kind of this focused, contracted space where you were like really lasered in and focused on something really like narrowly. What if that's not actually true? What if being present is from space? Like, so you are energetically expanded, present with very many things simultaneously. And actually what my dog showed me about being present is when I was working with horses, so I'm also a horse trainer, and our dog Reba, I've talked about her on past coffee chats, and in case you're wondering, things are going amazing with her, by the way. She is one of the animals in my life that really invited me to get present. Present from this space. Because when we first got Reba, it was really great. Puppy bliss for the first year. And then she turned into a teenager and she would just do bad things. Bad things meaning she would sneak off and get into trouble. She would fight with the neighbor's dogs. It was not good. Now I would have her out with me when I was working with the horses. And when I was working with the horses, I would go into this focused zone on the horse. And I used to think that that was presence. But when I did that, then Reba would disappear on me and get into trouble. And then I was in trouble and it was just not good. It was not working. And I really had to look at what is it going to take to change this? What I then had to start doing was being more space and present so I could be aware of her, keep her in my awareness over here while working with the horse. And the moment I didn't do that is when she would disappear. So that would give me really good information about how I was being present. So presence from space. Now, you're not thinking. When you're present, you're not thinking, but you might have thoughts. Being present is uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable because you are going to become aware of information, things about people around you that you may not have known or wanted to acknowledge before. So this is what I called the daily dose, the balls to be present, because it takes balls in the sense of you're going to become aware of everything about people. And this really great example of a person that is in my life, I got some really good information about where they function from. Good morning, Lynn. Yes, and it's raining. I know. Magical. I got some really good information about where they're functioning from. And so it's like people say things, things come out of their mouth, and that does not mean that they're going to choose it or that it's actually true. You're aware of the energy, and the energy never lies, but the words lie, you know? So I used to think that I was wrong, when I was aware of people lying to me because the words didn't match the energy. So then I would actually turn off my awareness of the energy because I didn't want to be wrong. It was weird. I did this weird thing and I made myself wrong for them lying. Anyway, but as I got more present over the last 3 to 4 years, 3 years since we've gotten Reba, I have become more aware of the energy underneath that doesn't match the words that the people say. So that can put you in really uncomfortable situations. And you then have to be present with that. And that's the balls. And it takes balls to not make yourself wrong, but to allow yourself to have all of the information. See, and that is where you become the effect of other people. When you don't allow yourself, when you're not present and you don't allow yourself to get the information, the awareness of the energy that is true, that does not match the words that people say, you blindly believe the words that people say, and then all of a sudden, you're blindsided. You're at the effect of, because that person was not, they were lying. And the only way you can gain that information is by being present. That is the uncomfortable thing. However, when you can start allowing yourself to have that awareness, and it doesn't mean that the person is wrong because they're lying to you. I mean, they're just, maybe they don't want you to feel bad, or, you know, I really think sometimes people just lie because they don't want to hurt our feelings, or they want, but anyway, that's kind of a whole other topic of feelings and emotions. But you could, when you're present, you could be with the person, having the conversation, you hear the words coming out of the mouth, you're aware of the energy underneath that is giving you different information. You can then trust that energy, and then you can make choices that work for you based on that. That's what puts you in the driver's seat of your life. You are then not at the effect of, because you are present and you are aware. Yeah, I know. And so it takes a moment. Being present is a muscle that you require to strengthen. I was also having a session with a client the other day, and they were talking about the information, this information that they gained about a person in their workplace. And so when you are when you're not present and you're focused, you really have tunnel vision, right? So you're not really aware or allowing yourself to be aware of all the things that are going on all around you. You're just right here. So you're kind of missing on all this. The moment you start to get present, more present, you become more aware. And they gained information about a person in their workplace. And okay, so now what? When you go into judgment of something, that something is wrong and something is right, that limits your choices because you're always going to try to be right and not be wrong. that doesn't actually allow you to get a sense of what is going to create the greatest future. What is going to create the greatest future? You could judge it as wrong in this moment and then you won't choose it. When you're present, you have a sense of it. And that's, again, where it takes balls and courage to not judge, but to be led by what is going to create greater. And so they chose that greater future, that uncomfortable choice. But energetically, it is creating a lot. It's not an easy or joyful ride at this moment. You know, it's like a river. There's rapids, it gets bumpy, there's windy, and then all of a sudden you get to the peaceful place on the river of your life where it's sunny and the birds are chirping and you're going to relax and suntan. So that's where the courage comes in. And, you know, I guess, like, you don't have to be present. But if you are desiring to change things in your life, if there are things in your life that isn't working for you, whether it's in your business or with your body, or with people in your life, whatever that is, the first step to changing anything is to be present with it. Like with my dog, Reba. Before I demanded to be more present with her, I thought we were going to have to get rid of her. Same with my husband. And we tried to get rid of her, but nobody would take her. And then I'm like, okay, well, can we change it? Thank you, Lynn. Can I change this with Reba? I asked that question. Truth, can I change this? And I got a big yes. Like, yes, meaning the energy was like light and expensive. And I'm like, okay, how? And what I got was more present. And I had a session with a facilitator. You know, we asked questions and I'm like, okay. And what is created for all of us? You know, Travis had to get more present. My kids also had to with her. Otherwise, she would never listen to you or, you know, obey. So it's created a lot. So anyway, that's my coffee chat today. How do you be present? What if you just practiced saying the words, be present? I'm going to be present and I'm going to energetically expand out. We can do it right now quickly. It takes like 1 minute. So we're going to get more present right now in the moment from space. So if you just close your eyes, if you can, if you're not driving or doing something, you don't have to close your eyes, but if you can, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and just think relax. And as you relax, you're going to energetically expand out. And all you have to think is expand. Expanding out energetically. Because you have an energetic presence that is beyond your body. And then I just think barriers down. So barriers are the thinking, the figuring it out, the blinders that you might have. Just think barriers down. And that's all you have to do is like think those words, expand out, barriers down. And this is what tripped me up in the beginning, because what if it really is that easy? And I'm like, you mean I don't have to do anything? No, because being present is being, it's not doing. And then I just think the words present. I'm going to be present. And then it pulls you to the present moment. Expanding out, barriers down, be present. Try it. I dare you. And if you would like to strengthen this daily practice of being present, we just are on day 3 of the daily dose, and it's 30 days of me in the group every morning with you, strengthening the muscle of being present. I'll put a link with this video. If you have any questions, just ask me. But yeah, I'm grateful for you guys. Mwah! Have an amazing day wherever you are, whatever you are up to. We will chat later. Bye-bye for now.